Good evening and welcome to our special regional weather forecast, the programme everyone listens to but no one believes. We begin of course with our very own capital city, so over to Miriam in Lambeth.
Thank you. In London it's going to be cold. In fact it's going to be... Not now, I'm working. In fact it's going to be so cold that the politicians are going to have their hands in their own pockets for once.
Thank you. And now over to those poor souls in the north. It must be awful for them up there. From where Geoffrey in Clecklewhite reports.
They're on.
Oh, heck. Well, up in extreme north, it'll be the usual seasonal weather. That is chuffing freezing and a bit black or Bill's mother's. Well, up in Yorkshire, we just think it's God's way of saying, up yours, and if you don't like our weather, off you go.
And over to Wales now, where Gladys is waiting for us. And Gladys her. Gladys... That's a joke, by the way.
Very amusing. There'll be a fleeting glimpse of the sun in Wales tomorrow, but make the most of it, because it's likely to disappear before you can say Llanffair, Porthwingeth, go Gareth, Gwynrobo, Blantysilio, go.
Now for East Anglia. I went there once. It was very flat.
Well, here in East Anglia, it's going to be raining cats and dogs. So when going outside, make sure you don't step on any poodles. And watch out for those Shih Tzus. Seriously, they gave me East Anglia of all places.
Now to our friends in Scotland. Well, 55% of them anyway, according to the last vote. Why is it, I wonder, Scottish First Ministers are always named after fish? Anyway, over to Jimmy from Glasgow.
Oh, hi. Now then, you'll maybe no ken that there are just two seasons in Scotland, June and winter. So, there'll be a fair bit of cold wind in the Trossachs tonight, so take care if you're wearing a kilt. Oh, and brass monkeys are advised to look out for welding shops. Och aye the new, och aye the new, och aye the new. And that's the end of the news.
Now to Birmingham, which isn't in a county, it's in a state. Oh dear.
Right. If you're going out in the Birmingham area tomorrow, take your wallet with you, because there's going to be a lot of change in the weather. Back to you, Fiona.
In Ireland, everybody talks about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. So let's see what to expect this weekend.
Action.
Weather reports and tips.
Top of the morning to you. Now, in the weather in Ireland there is twice as much rain as anywhere else, because the weather in Ireland is always doubling.
Next, we go to our TOWIE reporter. I've no idea what that means, by the way.
Clearly not. Our forecast for Essex is mainly for the ladies, as they always seem to want to know weather.
That's a very bad spell of weather, isn't it? And now for our next report, we cross to the moors of Cornwall.
There'll be red skies over Bodmin tonight because the grackles have set fire to the moors.
And now to our very senior forecaster, Old Joe, with news and advice for the elderly. We can see you, Joe, but we can't hear you. Press mute, Joe. Excellent.
Right then. Tomorrow it's going to be brass monkeys, so wrap up warm. But if you're anything like me, once you've wrapped up, you don't know where you're going.
And now for our penultimate report. That's the one before last. And it's a special foreign report from Speedy Gonzales in Mexico.
Gracias. Hello from here. Today the weather, she's chilly. Tomorrow the weather, she's Mexico. The day after that, she's Scorchio. Ha ha! Yes, arriba, arriba. Adios, Tio Pepe. Mexico, Hacienda. Hacienda, my report. See? Ha 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 ha.
Our world weather now. Our roving Met Office reporter, Bob Geldof, tells us there won't be snow in Africa this winter time. However, our reporter in Kilimanjaro area seems to disagree with this. Oh, and this news flash has just come in from Tarquin in our London office, which means, of course, the item I announced as our penultimate report was in fact our anti-penultimate report, which means...
The one before last, yes,
Thank
I know.
you, Tarquin.
Now then, I'm afraid in the next 24 hours the weather's going to be foul. It'll be raining hens and ducks. This means tomorrow it's umbrellas for everyone, so we'll all be under the weather. The south of England will be moving steadily northward, reaching the Pennines by lunchtime. It will be wet in the Lake District, and high ground is expected in Scotland. And there is also a warning of dense fog in the Midlands.
Thank you, Tarquin. Sorry about the effing fog. Well, that's all from me, and I'd just like to say, the weather is here. I wish you were beautiful. Good night.